What's cracking, folks? It is I, CFK Kuro, here to bring you some more TEW 2016 WCW It Lives again. Tonight we are on the Nitro after WCW The Bash. You'll see the fallout from the events of last night, as well as what will be going, what the new mode is set going forward in this era of WCW. Let's start off. The show begins with the world title situation being addressed. Of course, the exact beginning is AJ Styles, Mark Jindrak, and Ric Flair in the ring. Jeff Jarrett is off on vacation after a long and heartfelt battle between Booker T and himself. He'll be gone for the next month until Eric Bischoff announces a new normal contender. Shane Douglas won the World War III, so he has an opportunity to have a title match at a pay-per-view at his choosing, and he's decided he's going to hold on to it all the way until Starrcade. Granted, he has to defend that every month at every pay-per-view, but nevertheless, that is his goal. Eric Bischoff, Evolution, they're kind of a little disappointed. None of them won World War III. Ric Flair is especially incensed, which he actually was. He was very mad about. Was he mad? I think he was mad about. He was mad earlier about losing to Shane Douglas in World War III, but whatever. He said, but that's the past. The past. The important thing is going forward to find out who the normal contender is for the World Championship. Eric Bischoff comes out, and he says, it's a good question, very excellent question, and an answer I do not have for you tonight. However, I will have an answer for you as to who the normal contender is at WCW Mayhem, wherein the two runner-ups in the World War III will face off one-on-one, and the winner will face Jeff Jarrett at the following pay-per-view. And those two men are AJ Styles, who's already out there, and coming from the back, Diamond Dallas Page. Bang. So it's set up Page versus AJ Styles, United States Champion, versus the first United States Champion from our current new era. Granted, he only held it for a day. A couple minutes. We'll go on one-on-one. Out comes Booker T, who says, hold up, he's not done with Evolution and Jeff Jarrett yet. He says he deserves one more shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. To which Eric says, no, sorry, Booker. You've already had not one, but two rematches against Jeff Jarrett. No more goodwill for you. You go back to the back of the line. Booker T is disappointed. He's like, if it was any other match, I would have pinned him 1, 2, 3. But it was a last man standing match, and my body just gave out on me. But that don't change the fact that I'm a better competitor. I'm a real champ. I'm not a cheater, not a sucker like these fakes over here. Eric's like, Booker, calm down. How about this? You can have the night off. All right, just calm down, relax, get yourself situated. Okay. I have a very busy night with loads of announcements. We'll come back to you later. But first, what's next? Right. And about that, a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Gangrel defeated Ernest the Cat Miller in 820 by pinfall with an impaler, following interference from Shannon Moore. What's this? Gangrel welcomes his first vampiric recruit. He says Shannon Moore has shown great potential, and as such has been blessed with the blood of the vampire. So, Shannon Moore is now Gangrel's underling. The beginning of a new group that I have named them, but I haven't named them yet, but you know what I mean. Rey Mysterio Jr. Comes into Eric Bischoff's office and asks about the status of his United States title rematch. He says he deserves a rematch after losing the championship in a ladder match, and if AJ Styles is in a U.S. championship, no, is in a match for number one contendership again this pay-per-view, like he was last night at World War III, when is he going to get his United States Championship match? To which Eric says, you know what, that is a great question, and one that I do not have an answer for you right now. However, I will have an answer for you tonight, because I decided that, it's been a while since you last held a United States Championship match. Maybe you're not in the same position that you were before. So, you will be involved in a fatal four-way match as our main event tonight between you, BG James, and our WCW Tag Team Champions, the $1 Million Corporation, Chuck Palumbo and Sean Stasiak. And the winner of that elimination match will go on to face AJ Styles next week in our main event. Rey Mysterio is like, you know what? I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm going to rise to the occasion because that's what I do. So that's that. Interesting main event. In a bout that had great heat and good wrestling, Sting defeated Bryan Adams in 7:53 by submission with a Scorpion Deathlock. Sting makes defense number 7 of his WCW World Television title. Good chemistry. Hey, that's pretty good. Mark's ambush. Afterwards, Mark Jindrak storms the ring and blindsides Sting along with Ric Flair. Jindrak's just standing menacingly over Sting's down body, and Ric Flair is like, "Hey, Stinger, it's been a while since we had a good old chat. Since our boys Jeff Jarrett and AJ Styles have some gold, we think it's about time that Mark right here gets his own gold. And what better to take it from than the icon Sting? Woo!" They then proceed to put the boots to Sting when Sean O'Haire runs out to break it up. The $1 Million Corporation are backstage in they're somewhere in one of the lavish rooms that DiBiase has rented in the stadium, whatever. DiBiase says that following next week, the United States and tag team titles are going to the $1 Million Corporation. He says, in this elimination match, fatal four-way, so my clients Palumbo and Stasiak will indeed work together and inevitably come out with the number one contendership. It'll be a great day for the corporation and for our sponsorships. In a bout that had subpar wrestling and little heat, America's Most Wanted defeated newcomer, fresh tag team, new to the scene, the Hot Shots of Antonio Thomas and Tank Tolland. Yeah, they're pretty bad, but they're decent on the mic. They're young and such. All right. Chavo Guerrero is heading to Eric Bischoff's office, where he runs to J Mar and the enforcers outside of it. Chavo says he demands a rematch for his Cruiserweight Championship because there's no way that the Hurricane could have possibly beaten him. That was a fluke, and everyone knows it. To which J Mar says, sorry, Mr. Guerrero, but the Hurricane is away for the rest of this month. Until after Mayhem. He is recovering from his injuries, and our medical staff has not cleared him to wrestle again. However, he will be available to wrestle at the following pay-per-view, but I'm not sure if Mr. Bischoff is willing to give you no more contendership again. Uh, he's been in a very strange mood in regards to giving people title opportunities and creating interesting matchups that the fans want to see uh, by way of contendership matches. So he probably will go about that. But I can't be certain for sure, sir, but maybe you could ask him. He's not here right now. I believe he's just headed down to the ring. As Jay Morris finishing up, Hernandez walks in, grabs Chava, says, "Hey, Shane wants us in the ring," and they head on out. Shane Douglas having his victory celebration. He says that last night he set in motion the plan to get the franchise in the main event of Starrcade like he should have been a long time ago. His entire career he's been overlooked and underappreciated, but not anymore, because the minute he headlines Starrcade, it's the minute that he makes history. He joins an exclusive list of superstars of WCW, and there ain't no one's going to get in my way of it. Now, I heard I got to defend this contract every month, so let's go ahead and figure it out. Who wants to be the first one to get knocked down by the franchise? Out comes the League of Nations, who were also victorious last night. Interestingly enough, Lance Storm takes control of the mic. He says, "Shane, if I can be serious for a second, you've done nothing in your time here in WCW, especially not in this most recent run of the new era. However, me and the League of Nations have done plenty. We've intimidated, we've earned championships, and most importantly, we've won matches that matter." Now, Chavo and Hernandez, I'm not sure what you two see in this miscreants. Well, perhaps it's because you're miscreants as well, doing nothing but hanging on to the coattails of this petty American. But you have an opportunity. You can join the League of Nations, and united, we can take down the tyranny that is American idealism. However, if you decline, they'll be forced to show you what it really means to be for freedom, for liberty, and for justice. And Shane Douglas, you do not deserve to main event Starrcade, because that should most definitely not be a privilege for an American. So there it is. He lays down the challenge. Lance Storm, Shane Douglas. Interesting. Very interesting. And about that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. SoFly defeated the Misfits in action in 12:24 when Romeo defeated Lash Leroux by pinfall with a flyplex. That's cool. Backstage, Alex finds Disco. He said, "Disco, I don't know what's been going on with you, and why are you mad at me again? Look, we've been through this time and time again. Okay? You feel slighted, you attack me, we make up, you attack me again. You backstab me, and I become your friend again. So why are you doing this now? Why do we have to keep on going through the same cycle over and over and over again?" Disco looks him dead in the eye and says, "You just don't get it, do you? Huh? You just don't understand. Look, I've been in this business for a long time. Way longer than you have. When I came to WCW, it wasn't about the new future, the new wave of potential. I was just some other guy who liked to dance, like the 70s, like disco. That's me. I'm Disco. But you, Alex, when you came to WCW, everybody stopped, stared, oohed and awed that you are going to be something special. And sure, before I've been jealous, just rid me of jealousy, that there's someone with so much fanfare, who was so young, and he got more opportunities than me. But I put that aside time and time again. But Alex, listen here. You've been in WCW for a while now. You're no longer the rookie. You're no longer the up and comer. You know what you are? You're average. You're complacent. You're failed potential. And until you see that all the potential that you have is being wasted on you, that I have nothing for you. And more importantly, what I can do is show you the error of your ways. And with that, he walks out. Strange. I don't know where that's going. I actually don't know where that's going. Booker finds Eric again. He's begging Eric for one more title shot, which Eric constantly denies. Nope, not happening. Not at all. Not a zilch. Booker T is clearly getting angry. And at the end, he grabs Eric by the collar. And he says, Eric. No, he says, Bischoff, you better give me my rematch. Or else. He walks away. Interesting. And in our main event, in about had great wrestling and great heat and good wrestling. Rey Mysterio Jr. defeated Sean O'Haire, Chuck Palumbo, and B.G. James in 1759. The order is mixed up. It should be Palumbo gets eliminated, then BG, then Stasiak, and then Rey wins, of course. Rey was the best guy in ring because he's Rey. He can carry anybody that's decent to an 80 overall match. And afterwards, AJ and Rey have a stare down. 83. Good show. When we come back, it will be Thunder. Alright, we start off Thunder with a backstage segment. Jamie Noble is on the phone talking to somebody. He says he needs help. He's a tag team partner to take on Animal and Mike Sanders to really get them good and to really separate them. So he's calling in a favor from a buddy. But who is this friend? We have another backstage segment where we have Tori Wilson begging Billy Kidman to let her accompany him to the ring. He's very reluctant, but eventually he gives up telling her no, just says whatever. And about to have good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Billy Kidman defeated Animal in 7:05 by pinfall with the shooting star press after Tori Wilson interfered, poked Animal in the eye, which allowed Billy to get the drop kick to drop him and then shooting star press. In a poor match, the Enforcers defeated a new team on the scene. Wow, there seems to be a lot of new teams on the scene. Doomsday Generation. Abaddon and Apocalypse. Defeated them with a lift. Apocalypse isn't really good. Does Abaddon have does Abaddon have a gimmick? Or I've called Abaddon up before, that's why. Yeah, Apocalypse is pretty bad. Abaddon's okay. He's actually better than Vito. But they have decent chemistry. I mean, not chemistry. Experience. So yeah. Gangrel and Shannon Moore are backstage. Gangrel says that he wants Shannon Moore to prove his worth as a vampire. He says that the cruiserweight division is in flux and in turmoil right now. Now is the perfect time for you to strike and leave your mark. In an extremely short match, Hernandez defeated Claudio Castagnolo in 4:37 by submission. It's a hardcore match, by the way. Hernandez makes defense number 3 of his hardcore title. Yeah, I know. the next match is a singles match between Chuck Palumbo and BG James, the man who pinned him in Monday night's Fatal 4-Way for the U.S. contendership. DiBiase says that it was a fluke. BG James is nothing special or significant. He will never be anything better than a tag team wrestler. However, his two clients, Chuck and Stasiak, they both have unbridled potential. And these tag team champions are just the start of much more gold to come. And BG, you will pay for getting in the way of that. And then, in a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, BG James defeated Chuck Palumbo in 12:51 by pinfall with a roll-up. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, folks. Next time, we'll have more Raw, Nitro. Shoot. Yeah, bye-bye.